I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman, aka Doc, with another one of these little videos designed to help you to experience God's best as we join our faith together. And this week we're joining our faith together, believing God that you are going to find divine direction. Because if there was ever a day that you needed divine direction, it's today. I want to encourage you to go to our Facebook page, Aspire Church TV, and listen to this message in its entirety, because as always, there's way too much in it for a little 3-minute video. I'm talking today about the voice of God. We found out that God leads through circumstances. We found out that God leads by His Spirit, and God leads by His voice. Under the pillar, under the cloud, the Israelites were led by God. You can be led by God if you know the voice of the Lord. Jesus said, "My sheep know my voice." Now, I've heard the audible voice of God one time in my life, and that was in a set of dire circumstances. In fact, I make a strong case in the message that you really don't want to hear the audible voice of God. It's much better to hear that still small voice. Why? Because the audible voice of God generally indicates some great catastrophe, some impending doom, or a major change. No, I like that still small voice. That still small voice that said, "This is the way, walk in it." I've heard that still small voice so many times in my life, and I've received divine direction. Crossing the Miami River, going south on I-75, 22 years old, I heard a voice that said, "What will it take to build a great church in this city?" It was about 10 o'clock at night. I was looking at the skyline of Dayton, and I said out loud, because I just had my first big revival, 6 weeks in Fremont, Ohio, miracles manifesting every night, and I said out loud, "I don't know, and I don't care." And I kept right on trucking. Now, here's something interesting about the voice of the Lord. You don't have to listen. You don't have to listen immediately. But if it's God speaking to you, let me say this. If it's God speaking to you, you'll never get away from it. About 15 years later, we started the church in Dayton, Ohio, and it's been 38 years now, and I've found the answer to the question, what will it take to build a great church in this city? You need to hear the voice of the Lord, and I'll show you how. As you listen to the entirety of this teaching on our Facebook page, Aspire Church TV. This Sunday at Aspire Church, I've got a word from God that I believe will help you to experience divine provision in your life. Once again, if there's ever a day you need a divine provision, you need divine provision now. I'll show you how to have it this Sunday at Aspire Church. Catch it live on the live stream at aspirechurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV. That's live stream aspirechurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV, Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be prophetic, and it's going to help you to experience divine provision in your life and come into every good thing that God has for you. And I'm convinced that God has something more for you. I really am. And I want to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be in life. I'll see you Sunday at Aspire Church. I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman. Until then, God's best to you.